Okay, Maya. Imagine you're William Shatner, the actual Captain Kirk, right? And you finally, for real, go to space. You're 90 years old, you step out of that capsule after landing, and everyone expects this to infinity and beyond speech. But instead, you just start weeping. Like total uncontrollable grief.
Wait, grief? I would have expected him to be over the moon, no pun intended. Why was he sad?
Right? That's what's so wild. He said it felt like he was at a funeral for the Earth. He looked up into the black ugliness of space and then looked down at the mother below. He described the atmosphere as this tiny, fragile comforter of blue that just gets whipped off the second you leave. It's this thing called the overview effect.
The overview effect. I've heard that term floating around, but I always thought it was just, astronauts being impressed by the view. Is it more than just a wow moment?
Oh, it's like a total hardware reboot for the brain. It's a cognitive shift. Researchers call it self-transcendence. Basically, you see the Earth with no borders, no fences, just this glowing, breathing marble in a void. And suddenly all your petty problems and even your sense of self just kind of evaporate. It's like, okay, imagine you've lived inside a single pixel your whole life, and then suddenly someone zooms out and shows you the entire 4K movie.
That's a very Leo analogy, but I get it. It's that feeling of being part of something way bigger. So does every astronaut get this?
Most of them. Michael Collins from Apollo 11 said the Earth looked shiny and fragile. Edgar Mitchell called it an explosion of awareness. But get this, there was actually a crew on Skylab 4 in the 70s, and they basically went on strike.
Wait, really? A strike? In orbit?
Yes, they literally stopped working. Their flight director said they needed time to just reflect and observe. They were so overwhelmed by the experience of being up there that they refused to follow the mission schedule for a bit. They just wanted to look out the window and process the fact that they were, floating over a blue ball.
Honestly, relatable. I can barely process a nice sunset sometimes without needing a minute. But it's interesting that it's not just pretty. It sounds almost heavy.
It is. It's heavy because it changes your values. There was a study of 39 astronauts, and they found that most of them came back way more involved in environmental causes or humanitarian work. It's not a religious thing for everyone, though for some it is. For others, it's just naturalistic. Like, oh, we are all literally on the same team because we're on the same boat.
It's a shame we can't all just get a quick weekend trip to orbit to fix our attitudes, right?
Well, actually, they're trying to do that with VR. They're designing these immersive simulations to see if they can trigger a mini overview effect for us Earthbound folks.
I don't know if a headset can beat the actual vacuum of space, but I love the effort. It's like we're all searching for that perspective. It's a good reminder to just look up once in a while.
Exactly.
Actually, if you're listening and you want to keep looking up with us, you should definitely join the loop. Get your daily curiosity fix and come back tomorrow. We'd love to have you.
Yes, join us. Because, okay, there's this other side to it. This historian, Jordan Bim, he actually warned about something he calls the overlord effect.
Oh, that sounds significantly less cozy.
Right? He's worried that if we feel too enlightened from seeing the Earth from above, we might start thinking we have the right to, manage it like a project, or that it justifies space colonization in a way that's a bit manifest destiny-ish.
I see. Like, I've seen the whole map, so now I own the map.
Exactly. But honestly, most of the accounts are just so tender. There's this photo called the thin blue line taken from the ISS. When you see how thin the atmosphere actually is, it looks like a coat of blue paint on a bowling ball. You realize that's the only thing keeping us from the black ugliness Shatner talked about.
It makes the world feel smaller, but in a way that makes every person on it feel more important. Like we're all huddled together under that one tiny blanket.
That's it. That's the porch at sunset feeling right there. We're all just passengers on a very beautiful, very lonely spaceship.
Well, I'm glad I'm on the ship with you, Leo. This was fascinating.
Same here. Stay curious, everyone.
See you again soon. Stay curious.